What is going on? This is terrible. This is why I need a co-host. You know who you are. All right. Hori Sheet Show is underway in grand, spectacular fashion, complete with all of its set of preliminary technical difficulties and whatnot. Exactly. But, you know, we'll get it worked out. What's up, everybody? Let me say hi to everybody in the chat room. I know, chat. My sound was messed up. You see, I had to do all of that with my right hand, and my right hand is not my best hand. Sorry. That's my excuse. I'm sticking with it. Josh Morgan is in the house. Ted Sommer was indeed first. Got to give you that. Karen B, 33rd. What's up? Holly Hughes. What's up? Mojo Shop is in there. Singe Man. Me love this long time. Good. Good. All right, guys. We're going to do this. Got some news for you. Got some updates. This is the stuff I've been collecting for the past couple of weeks, you know. The things that hit my Facebook feed that I find are disturbing or wonderful or whatever. We're gonna take a look at it. So the show will probably run I don't know, on into the hour mark or so, and then we'll open up the phone lines. You know how it goes around here, right? I'll also be playing some fan mail messages at some point, and maybe actually showing some actual fan mail. It's going to be a good show. Get your favorite snack while you can, and if your fingers don't smell like your favorite woman, just know you're probably doing it wrong, and I urge you to strive for a better life experience. To that, let's get started. First on the list, you all may know him. This is a guy who has been to court for us. This is actually a court case. This is rather interesting. Let me pull it up on the screen here. Globe versus Flat Earth court case. That's right. Zen Garcia went up against William Thompson. So what happened was someone held a contest here. Zen held a contest to see what baller can prove the Earth to be round. The prize offered was $15,000. And some guy even tried to sue Zen Garcia, the coordinator of this event, for his reward money, claiming that he was able to prove the ball and Zen did not reward him the prize. How about that? Well, it turns out a judge ruled in favor of Zen Garcia. But not because the judge agreed the flat Earth to be round, but because the plaintiff did not actually prove curvature on the ball Earth to the judge's satisfaction. So here are some of the official documents right here, citing that this very thing. You know, great job, Zen. It takes a certain piece of work of a human to try to get over on a guy like Zen Garcia. I mean, the guy is nearly completely disabled. You know, in a wheelchair, everything. Anyway, huge win for Flat Earth right here. Huge win. Thank you, Zen Garcia, for all your hard work getting Flat Earth into the court in 2018, 2019. Good stuff. 2019. Now, I want to mention something really quickly. Let's talk about something that could be the next YouTube. It's called LBRY or Library. I don't know what the hell. I'm just going to play the trailer video and say that this is a blockchain video hosting platform with no censorship and a way to support your content creators. Because that's where this is going. Internet censorship is happening. And content creators like myself are getting shafted. And there's less and less ways for you guys to support And even when you do, the platform we're broadcasting on wants a hefty percentage of that. YouTube 30%. YouTube makes you wait about a month to give you what you've been donated. And they take 30% of that, people. Screw that. That's why I don't have super chats enabled on my platform, by the way. Just so you know. So, check this out.
She told me. She told me.
Later, Cal. Later, Cal.
She told me.
Publish anything. Share anything.
Community controlled. Content freedom.
I'm just being me. I could be somebody else, but then who would I be? And you just being him, and changing anything you can so you can call him a friend, right? Yeah, I'm just being me. I could be somebody else, but then
So, that's the platform that if you see me disappear from here on, I'm going to be over there. If I'm not on YouTube anymore, check out lbry.com. Blockchained, no censorship, magnifique. All right, so now the next thing I have to show you, this is pretty disturbing. A Durham man charged with 56 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor. A biblical flat earther claiming to be from the Biblical Flat Earth Society has been charged with pedophilia. Take a look at this one. Anybody recognize this guy? Philip Stephen Stallings. He was 40 years old, arrested Wednesday. This was published on June 20th. On 28 accounts of second-degree sexual exploitation of a minor, and 28 counts of third-degree sexual exploitation of a minor, according to the sheriff's office. The charges stem from downloaded media of minors involved in sexual activities found on his computer, according to the sheriff's office spokeswoman, Anne-Marie Breen. So, Flat Earth making the headlines. Now, why did he go by biblical? I can understand why he might have gone with biblical, but why did he go with Flat Earth Society in his name? Why did he go with Biblical Flat Earth Society? Okay. Was this guy some sort of a plant? Was this a planned thing? Was this a real flat earther? Does anybody know this guy? I got questions about this guy, and this is what the Grassroots think tank is for. Anybody want to weigh in on this one? Public chat is open for this part of the broadcast. The paid chat will be open during the call-in portion of the show. All right, so this is the public chat. The paid chat is on my Discord. That's the paid chat. You will have to go to the on-air chat to chat at the right time. Friends of mine can get there, and anyone on the Patreon page at $1 or more monthly can get there. So, I bet that story is full of coding, says Paige. Ted Summer says, never heard of this. Karen B says, JBL at Josh from Oregon. JBL, what does that mean? I'm not up on my acronyms, Karen. Because Beat by Dre is too rich for my blood. All right. Let's move on. Let's see what else I got. Let's talk about the upcoming Flat Earth events, guys. Yeah, buddy. There's a lot happening on the Flat Earth. First up is Take on the World 2019. Let me go ahead and pull up the website for you. Let me take a good look at it. All right, let me zoom it in because I don't know why I had it zoomed way out like that, but all right. So Take on the World 2019 from August 22nd to August 25th. You'll have an event going on in Vermilion, Ohio, that is said to be a 4-day retreat full of amazing speakers, fellowship, and fun. It involves a concert with 2 singers, Becca Shea and George Moss. And also it includes a list of speakers for the conference portion of the event. And it includes the likes of Rob Skiba, Robbie Davidson. Let me go ahead and pull up the... Here you go. Yeah, Rob Skiba, Robbie Davidson, Tom Dunn. There's Becca Shea, John Pounders, Doug Krieger. There's Rick Hummer. That was the MC there for the Flat Earth Convention that we had from Robbie's event last year. We'll talk about that in a moment. There's George Moss. Chad Schaefer is going to be there. Dr. Alfonso Manzo. Mark Sargent's going to be in that one. There's Mark. Victoria Lucas. Michael Solomon's going to be there. Zach Struhark. Sorry if I butchered that name. Most likely did. Greg Widener. We've got Alan Aguirre. Emily Pittsford. Gary and Faye Arbaugh. Jeremy Dirt. Tad Taylor. Paul on the Plane's going to be there. Great guy. Fantastic guy. Make sure you check out his podcast, Paul on the Plane. I think you can visit him, paulontheplane.com, but check out his YouTube channel. He's also on Strange World. Comes on right before Mark's show on Tuesdays, I want to say. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. Amber Plaster is going to be there as a speaker. Anthony Stover, Michael Mize, Douche Thompson, Rob Blackwell, Evangeline Dunn, David Arthur, Nate Wolf, Daryl Lee. You got Ian Chadrick, Chris and Liz Bailey, and that's it. It's a hell of a lineup. Hell of a lineup right there. Topics include biblical prophecy, biblical feast days, biblical obedience, biblical creation and cosmology, biblical health, spiritual warfare, and biblical home. So Take on the World 19, check that one out. If you're into the whole biblical thing. I just wanted to really give some of the speakers that have made a big impact on me over the years some recognition, and I wish them the best. I'm not a biblical person. I think most of you guys know me as such, but these are many good people. Then we have the Amsterdam Convention in September. This one is hosted by Didi Van and Gary John. That's this one right, Sean. It'll be a day of, let's see, it's from the 27th to the 29th, and there will be a day of meeting the speakers, campfires and parties the first day. That's a Friday. And for the speaking portion, Saturday and Sunday, among the speakers there Saturday will be Zach from his YouTube channel, Alter Ego Dr. Zach. Let me pull up the speakers. And then Karen B is going to be there. Even Irulanducci will be at this one. Also, there's Mark Devlin and Comedy with Martin Leakey. Got Ian Leahy. Is that how you say it? And on Sunday, there will be Jaren from Jarenism, Roxanne Glenn, that's or better known as Roxanne, the Globalist Denier, and my man Paul on the Plane's also going to be a speaker there for that Sunday. You got Dave Murphy and Rodrigo, and the Globli Euro Tour is going to be there as well. And speaking of the Globli Euro Tour, that's Daryl Marble, Jason Disbury. There's something I wanted to say about that. I don't think I wrote it in the notes, but anyway, it's good to see Daryl Marble's going to be around, making his way. He's way out there. I can't believe that. Good stuff. Host, there's Gary John, Didi Van right there. These are the two wonderful people that are making that happen. Attending guests, Dave Marsh, Adam Meakin from Iron Realm Media, and Robbie Davidson will be there, along with Nathan Oakley. Good old Nathan Oakley. So tickets for one day start at €55. So make sure you check that out. Then you've got the Global Eye Tour hosted by Roxanne Glenn and Robin Campbell. Where is it? Right here. Wait, is that right? See, this is the thing. I'm not too sure who's actually hosting the Global Eye Tour. But anyway, I've got it on here. So let's back that up. Then you've got the Global Eye Tour, and it's the 13th through the 15th in September here, and it's in Kidderminster. And just before the conference that I just talked about, so this will happen right before that. You've got Roxanne speaking on Friday, along with Jason Disbury and Daryl Marble, Mark Devlin. The Global Eye UK Tour is also listed here, and then Robin Campbell, like I said. And there's a schedule right there, Saturday and Sunday. And a little bit more into Saturday, you got Mark Devlin, you got Martin Liedtke. Paul on the Plain's going to be speaking Saturday as well. My man Anthony Riley's going to be there, and Robin Campbell again has a speaking spot. Now Sunday you have Mark Sargent, David Murphy, and Dave Marsh. So again, some wonderful events happening in September. Make sure you check that out. You can buy the live stream. Actually, no, not this one. You can, for more information, head on over to the feconvention.com website. I believe group tickets come with hefty discounts. Kids under 4 go free, and ticket prices start at €55 for this one. And for a single day adult ticket, it's €55. Yeah, duo tickets are also available, and I'm sure they're most likely discounted as well. So again, head on over to feconvention.com if you want to do the UK conventions. Next one I want to talk about is the Flat Earth Conference in Dallas. So Dallas, Texas, from November 14th to the 15th. This one will be run by Robbie Davidson. This one's going to be really cool. If you haven't already heard, the guest speaker is going to be performing smashing comedy act there. Anybody know who the guest speaker is? Let's get some interaction in the chat. Go ahead. Who's going to be first to guess the guest speaker? You should know this. This is just my time to drink a martini. I'm reading the chat. Yeah. Oh, Holly got it right. Or she questioned whether she got it right. It's Owen Benjamin. And Karen B followed up with a firm Owen Benjamin. Yeah. Owen Benjamin's going to be the guest speaker there for that event. Isn't that cool? And there he is right there on the page. And it's not going to be another Logan Paul stunt, guys. The Owen Benjamin guy is legit, I'm pretty sure. So anyway, there's going to be Rob Skiba, Daryl Marble, Owen Benjamin, David Weiss, Matt Long, Mark Sargent, Jaron Campanella, Bob Nodell, Nathan Douchebag, Robbie Davidson, Zen Garcia, Jared Crespin, Nate Wolf, Paul on the Plane, Rick Hummer, Nathan Reynolds is going to be there, Iru Landucci, and Noel Hadley. What a lineup. And Karen B with the comment there, it looks like Patricia is no longer on the website. Yeah, we have a little bit about that coming up later in the broadcast. It looks like that is true. Looks like that is true. You can buy the live stream to this event for $40 and experience a high-quality stream from the comforts of your lazy boy, or ticket prices start at $249 for the full 2 days of access, or $399 for the VIP. If you want to rub elbows with the speakers, get the VIP tickets. You won't regret the experience. I was lucky enough to get them my first time around for the event last year, and it really solidified me a spot at the at Joshua Swift's table, or Authentic Intent's table, and allowed me to do an impromptu Reiki healing session for Nora, No One's Flower. That was cool. Make sure you head on over to flatearthconference.com for your tickets to that one. Really friendly people. All the speakers there were just really cool. Nobody had their nose stuck up at the air. Nobody was like too cool for you. It was great. At some point, I took some LSD, and people asked me to sign hats and guitars, and I don't even know how I was able to hold a pen, but thank you, sir. It was fantastic acid. You know who you are. Oh my God. I'll never forget getting lost in the elevator with Snack to the Future and Josh from Oregon, which I think Snack to the Future was getting high off of my energy, but you would have sworn he was tripping. And Josh was so hammered. We were in charge of babysitting him. At some point he was taking care of us, but then he got too hammered and we had to take care of him. It was like a role reversal thing. And it felt like 3 days. It was fantastic. But I think we were definitely lost in an elevator for a good 40 minutes. Yeah, that was fantastic. I'll never forget that. Anyway, next I want to mention zoomtruth.com real quick. This is an interesting website. Let's segue from tripping in an elevator to locating your nearest fellow flat earther. You heard me. Go put your info into the map and see who is near you. Just put some general location information around your area if you want, so nobody, sees like your home address or whatever. It'll probably still work just fine. It's a great tool to see how many of us are located around the flat earth map. Great job, Zoom Truth. You guys check it out, zoomtruth.com. Fantastic. Now let's talk about something that people claim is a glaring problem with the flat earth right now. And that is the flat earth map. And it's no news to people who've been in the movement, but I just want to put this out there and see what you guys think. I'm going to play a few minutes of this, and we're going to talk about it for a little bit. So let me pull it up. Flat earth. Could it be a big deception?
Hi, Rich, Mr.
It's titled Liars Scared, Map Scam Exposed. I'm not saying I'm buying into this, I'm just putting it out there. And again, this is a time for me to drink a martini and take a quick break. So listen to this, let me know what you think, and I'll be back before it's through playing. No, my login session is not expired. Believe me, I am just trying to use my phone to watch my own stream. Thank you. My login session is not expired. Believe me. All right. Check this out. Let me know what you think, guys. I'll be right back.
The Thrive and Survive, just a quick video response. Just seen your video here. I'll just play a little bit of it.
That I got out of listening to the video was that people were saying Antarctica wasn't on the map. I don't know anybody that says Antarctica is not on the map, and I think maybe that might be the misunderstanding.
Okay, yeah. A lot of people have echoed your sentiments here, and they've said that they've never heard anybody say that Antarctica isn't on the map. And that's what I thought as well, until I started investigating this map and really searching it out. And as it turns out, it's a linchpin, and it might seem minor at first, but it turns out to be a linchpin of the entire flat earth movement. And after thinking about it, I just slumped back in my chair and had the realization that this is way bigger than what it appears at first sight. So that's what you experienced the other day when I had a minor breakdown over the flat earth movement, because what I'm seeing is people who are just ignoring this issue, which is actually it's a massive issue. And I think it's really, really important that we understand this map here. This is the azimuthal, And a lot of people are under the opinion that, yeah, that's the flat Earth map. It's reasonable, and that's a symbol of the flat Earth movement. And to me, that's not sound. And I need to know exactly what I'm dealing with this map. And so I measured out. I took I can't remember how many airports I used. It was probably about 40, and I checked all the distances, and nothing fits on this map at all to any kind of scale. So take Australia, for example, and don't forget, this is the best flat Earth map that's ever been created, and nobody else in history has made anything better than this. So this is the best that we've got, and it's a load of crud, because Australia up here is 7,000 miles away from where it should be. It's roughly in the right position there, but it needs to be over here for the map to be accurate, so that the distances to South America are correct. But the problem is that if Australia is up here, then it's too far away from Africa. So that's why they've elongated Australia, as you can see, to try and cover up the fact that it's too far away from South America. So they've tried their best to elongate. If they elongated it any more than that, it would start to look silly. But nothing about this map works. Now, that's not the important thing. You'll get it when you see it. You'll understand what I mean. There's no Antarctica on this map, and to fly from South America to Australia on this particular map, you'd have to fly from here over America and into Australia with no Antarctica. And all the pilots have come out and said that they fly over water continuously. It's continuously over the sea, and they don't fly over land for the entire duration. And the pilots are saying that it's very boring to do that particular flight, because they're always over the water and they never get to see any land. So if they do fly from Santiago, Chile, which they do because I've checked the flights, then you'd think that the pilots would know that they've flown over America to get to Australia. So that proves that it's in the wrong position there. But even if it's in the right position, the only way that all those passengers who have taken, from what I can see, tens of thousands, maybe even possibly millions of pictures have been taken of Antarctica on these flights that they fly from South America to Australia. And I showed that in a previous video. So the only explanation as to how those passengers could have taken those photos is if the plane flies like this from South America up to the ice edge. They fly along the ice edge for about 2 hours and then back over here towards Australia. And that's a bit silly, because don't forget there's no Antarctica on this map. So there's another explanation, that the pilots could be flying over the North Pole like this to get to Australia. So all those pictures that the passengers have taken of Antarctica is actually the North Pole instead of the South Pole. But that doesn't work either, because they'd have to fly over land to get there, quite a significant amount of land as well. So it doesn't work. So this outer ring of ice can't be the case, because if everybody has experienced Antarctica on the flight from South America to Australia, when it's
Okay. All right. This seems to have gotten the chat ignited. So let's see what the deal is. Karen B is saying, let's see, he doesn't know how to read a map. Dumbass. That's not how you read that map. Karen says, Measurements of what? This guy's making a fool of himself. Can't measure distance on that map that way. It's azimuthal equidistant. LOL. Azimuthal equidistant. So what's now? Holly's saying that's his point. Now I'm just trying to figure it out. What the guy? I don't fucking know what his argument is because I'm so directionally challenged. But I found this, and he's going after Rich Thrive and Survive, and I know Rich is a pretty smart guy. And this is from guess who? This video. Tiger Dan 925, published January 12th on 2016. So this is old news, right? So is this it? Is he just not reading the map as it's supposed to be? This is a display of Karen, you need to help me out and tell me what's going on here. Hi Anthony, what's going on? You can't measure distances on the AE map like that. It's not accurate. So he's saying that when they fly from wherever to wherever, there's no land. I remember him saying that the pilots get really bored flying over so much water, yet we figure pilots would fly in a straight line, right? So when he was talking about them flying from here to here and going over America, was he not factoring in that if they go west or east or whatever this is, west, east, that, yeah, this trajectory would be nothing but water. You'd have to be flying like north from here to here to encounter land. And I think that's where I kind of said he was wrong in reading the map, but I just wanted to put this out there to see what the chat would say. The AE map is made for wall clocks, says a warrior traveler. So this map is just, it's just not. Why don't we just have one damn representation of everything and have it just work? And I bet somebody in the chat is going to want to reach through the monitor and just grab me by the throat. And I know who you are, Holly. Holly will tell us that it's concave. And we're gonna be taking looks at the concave Earth here on the Grassroots Think Tank. It's going to be its own topic. Its own topic, and we're just going to take a look at it. Just like we have the Flat Earth Digest episodes, we're going to have the Concave Earth. Just going to say it, the Concave Earth Digest. Some form of it. I'm going to have to call it something different. The concave earthing. The concaving. The concaverage. I don't know. Concave has some good points, says Paige. Alright. Well, we're going to move on for now. I didn't want to stay stuck on this for too long. Now, what else? Now, here's a sad story that doesn't surprise me. The article reads, "The first black African headed to space dies in a motorcycle accident." You don't say. NASA, shame on you. How many times have you... I've read several articles of people that have been sort of targeted for hit pieces, or not hit pieces, but hits, murders. And one of the ways that they do it is they get an armored vehicle or a sturdier framed vehicle and they just ram into you. So if this dude was a motorcyclist, he just made himself, unfortunately, an easy target. That's terrible. Fucked Audio says concave is debunked by P900. I beg to differ on that really quickly. We've got P900s to thank for some really interesting video that I think we have some questions that need to be answered. That's what I think. I really do. Concave resurrected with him page. What? All you need to do is prove the earth is flat. Fool me not. No, we really need to look at what facts we can observe and really weigh it out and experiment with things, hear out people's theories and put them to the test. Look, if there's a dome over us, that's one of the first frickin' things that I want to discover. Because look, we'll be going after everybody here. The biblical flat earthers, because if there's a dome, it's God's dome. The concavers, because if it's a dome, it's the glass dome and it's inverted. It's the celestial sphere, right? And if there's no dome, well, then okay. So it's 60 miles up, this dome? Well, we just have to make something go 60 miles up. It doesn't seem that freaking hard. It just isn't sanctioned by the governments of the world. See, OSHA controls at least the shit that we do on the ground level and digging into the earth, but there's something that they might even be the ones that there's some government organization that wants to control so much that they're controlling what's going on above us. Our airspace, right? I mean, we can't just, in some places we can't even fly drones right above our own property because they control the airspace higher up in elevation than our house. They have that regulated. They have all that stuff regulated. You guys realize that it takes permission to dig down and to go up with certain things for certain reasons. Sometimes it's safety reasons, sometimes it's God damn, that tastes so good. It's nothing but pure sugar water. How the hell is I've cleaned this thing off so well, and it still manages to get pure sugar water droplets at the bottom. It just blows my mind. We need to figure out how to get up, high up. It has to be a special balloon. Why are these balloons popping? Right? Have we asked ourselves these questions? Why are the balloons popping? The gas we put in these balloons is expanding as it reaches a certain elevation, and it's expanding until the material can't hold it anymore and it simply explodes, right? That's what I'm understanding from when we send up high altitude weather balloons. That's what happens, and they explode in spectacular fashion. Craig, you're one step away from getting banned. I don't care what you like or what you don't like. I don't care. And it may as well be the drinking channel. That's strike one. You only get 1.5 strikes here. And I don't give out half strikes, just so you know. So this is the thing. We need to make a balloon that goes higher than 60 miles. So what is this going to be? A huge-ass balloon with enough gas to slowly make it up past 60 miles? Like, how does the physics of this really work? I don't know. There's some people that are looking into different kind of balloons, different materials, take different materials up. And I think the answer to finding out if there's a dome or not lies in sending up a different kind of balloon. Now, what's that going to take? It's going to take a lot of money. It's going to take a lot of brain power, some scientists, some physicists, etc. That's what the grassroots think tank is for. We're going to be hopefully pulling together some people that have a little bit more knowledge about this stuff, about balloons. And I want to hear from you guys. So what I have as far as the news portion of the show is just two more things here. I'm going to pull up a folder, and in that folder is some stuff from Dave Marsh. I like it, Heath. I like it, bro. Fill up a spacesuit. Right? Alright, check this out. Footage from Dave Marsh. Hold on. Anybody want to take a guess what that is in chat? Come on now. Be quick. Go ahead. Be quick. What is it? You guys think I'm tricking you? Karen B says, and Karen B is right. That's Jupiter. Wonderful footage of Jupiter from Dave Marsh's camera equipment. I don't exactly know what he uses, but I just wanted to show you guys. Dave Marsh is really cool. Check him out on Facebook. Add him up. He doesn't bite. Well, I mean, he might, but I don't know. Don't want to segue into that. I did want to show you his meme, however. Check this out. This is actually, for some reason, okay. Why am I showing you this? Anybody want to speculate? Why am I showing you Dave Marsh's meme? He made a meme here. And we have been fooled by our own people for the past couple of years, people in the Flat Earth community. And it's really upsetting. What do stars really look like? Anybody getting a hint now? All right. So tell me if you've seen.
Hey.
Tell me if you've seen stuff like this before. Right? And that's one thing. And then there's these other ones that look. Let me see if I can find a damn. Flat Earth Stars P900. There you go. We've all been looking at stuff like this for a while, and we're like, oh, yes, this is stars. Yeah. There's a problem here because it looks oddly familiar to what we see. Oh, I know why. I know why the picture thing was all messed up. Hold on, now I gotta fix it. I have to have it on that monitor instead of this monitor, and I can do everything. All right, so yeah, like you see this stuff here. I keep trying to show people this, but it's not clicking for some of you. There's no difference in this right here than this right here, right? So we have to stop spreading this crap. This is not a star. This is called bokeh. Bokeh. All right? So for some of the people that still have a little bit of trouble understanding what that means, when a camera is pointed at any source of light in the distance and it is out of focus, you're going to get a beautiful effect called bokeh. And I'm going to show you how wonderful it can be. Look at that. Is this stars? Is this stars zoomed in? No, it's not. And I hate to burst your bubble because I did really expect that, you know. Like I thought, wow, we've got wonderful. Look at all these wonderful stars this guy got in motion, guys. Huh? Well, bokeh photography tutorial. Okay, what
With
does
a
it do?
50mm lens, you're gonna want a 1.8 lens.
So he's explaining how to film. Watch this. Was he filming? Christmas lights in the distance. See the Christmas lights? There's his setup right here. He's gonna put his camera. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's filming. I don't know what the hell is it? A can of beans?
You see, my camera
Nuts.
is lined up perfectly with this glass jar and those lights that are over there.
Mm.
And this subject, the jar, is being lit by this thing. Now, you don't need something like this. You can just use a regular lamp or whatever you want to use.
Listen close.
But this is basically what I'm using. The umbrella makes the lighting really soft when it hits the subject. And so
I have two of those right here beside me, by the way.
that
I
is my
have four of them, but only two of them are umbrella lights. The others are box lights. Same diffuser. What he's doing, his camera here is focused on the jar of nuts. And behind the jar, everything else is out of focus. Just like the stars that we think the P900s are focused on. Wrong.
my setup. Now, I am using a 200mm lens, and my aperture is at 6.3 right now, and my shutter speed is at a 20th of a second.
I'm gonna speed it
My
up.
white balance is at incandescent because we are using those yellow lights, and those are incandescent lights. My ISO is at 200. So with all those settings, the key setting is the aperture. Have the f number as low as it can go to get this effect. And then you want to focus. You want to make sure you focus on your jar over there. You have to get that perfectly in focus. I would just use manual focus. Then what you do? There's the viewfinder.
Well, wait. Manual focus, you don't say. Which is what the P900 either doesn't have or has a dickload of trouble with when looking at stuff it cannot focus on. Oh, I'm sorry.
If you can see through there, that's what it looks like when you're looking through it. So if I take the picture right
Look at the jar and focus and look what's behind it.
now, that is the result we get. Right, get in focus right there. Boom. Okay.
So his jar is in focus and the lights now look like they're not even pointed. They're not even like icicle shaped. Like, did you see a minute ago the lights were like those little, I don't know, the pointy ones, the long skinny pointy ones, and they look like circles now. They look like circles now.
Now here is the second way to do it. The second way to do it.
Look, there's the
is
lights.
to use a lens that is, it's a prime lens, so it's something like 50mm. It's not as extreme as 200. It's just a regular 50mm lens, and the aperture is set at 1.8 at this lens. And if you really want to know, for the settings that I'm using, I'm taking this shot. I'm using 1/60th of a second, aperture 1.8, incandescent lighting, and ISO 200. And to get this jar lit up, I'm just using this light right there, and then this light coming from the bathroom. So if I stand away, you can see the whole thing. So now, when we take the picture,
Ghetto as hell.
first of all, let me show you in the viewfinder what it looks like. There you go. There, that's what it looks like in the viewfinder. So, but when we take the actual picture, that's what we get.
So, all in all, what I'm trying to say is that there's a certain technique that you can use to make shit in the background, no matter what shape, as long as it's emitting light, it would look like a blurry ass circle. And you can use a different colored light to make a different colored blurry ass circle, and that's a photography technique. Unfortunately, it's also what we have fooled ourselves with, in much the same way we've fooled ourselves or have been fooled with fisheye lens cameras. We're now being fooled by thinking the stars look the way they do because we see them looking like this. And it's because of what I just showed you. So please stop posting that the stars look the way they do because the P900 frickin' told you so. And suck it up and say, you know what? The jury's still open on this one. We don't know what the stars really look like. We can't get them in focus yet. Does the P1000 do it? I don't know. We got the damn P1000. Anybody stepping up? No. Or we would have heard it. We would have seen it, and I'd been talking about it. So something's up. We can't see the stars for what they really look like. They're just dots of light in the sky, guys. That's all. Sorry. Hate to do that. All right. What's up next? This is heavy news, and if you haven't heard it yet, then you're definitely under a rock. What happened to Patricia Steere? Everything that was beautiful became ugly. Escaping Flat Earth with Patricia Steere. This is a very long manuscript, and you know, it really upsets me to see that Patricia is probably gone at this point, completely gone from the Flat Earth movement, and it's for very much the same reason that I have no problems not doing anything with Flat Earth just the same. The only reason I'm still here is because it's still something that interests me to talk about, but the community aspect of it, I'm not as interested in anymore. And it's evident in a lot of things, really. I mean, I'm talking about other things. I'm doing other kinds of shows. I'm doing fishing shows in the middle of the night. You know, I'm broadcasting on Facebook more to my, Fiverr group or my astral projection group than I am on the Horty Sheet Show. I'm playing video games more. Like, the Flat Earth community has disgusted me so much. I don't have to try to figure out why Patricia might have left the Flat Earth community. It's no question. It's a completely obvious thing to me. And I hope I just hope that she finds comfort away from it, because I know that the Flat Earth, being that embedded in it, it kind of gives you like it's your place. It's like your friends are there, your people are there, your tribe is there, and when you're a content creator, you got all that, but then you have all these other things, and these other things are just unnecessary. So I used to promote people on my channel that I thought were in it for truth. I used to promote people like IPS. If you haven't heard of that, I'm not even going to even say the rest of his name because he doesn't deserve his channel being called out. I'll make you work for it, but I'll tell you he's a piece of shit. I get so much hate mail from him. He says he's trying to sue me. He's reported me for playing a part of his podcast when I was doing news coverage. Like, all these things, like he's trying to find reasons to sue people. It's not about spreading truth anymore. It's about It's just purely about money, and for some people, it's even about lawsuits. I mean, you saw what I talked about when I kicked off the show tonight with Zen Garcia being sued for the reward money, and a judge ruled in favor of the flat earther here. IPS doesn't like the fact that when I cover something he does, like his exit the Matrix fail, I called it weeks in advance it was going to fail. And I gave it no publicity until it was in the process of failing, and I covered the fail live. And he got so mad, he only had like 12 or 15 people show up there and less the next day. He was so upset, he wasted money and people's time. He made himself look like a fool. And he had nothing to do but attempt to try to sue people to get some profit from it. And he thought he was going to try to sue me. It was just hilarious. But that's what we're left with for the most part. If you take a good look around, people. Alright? If you take a good look around the Flat Earth Truth community right now, I'm going to tell you what you're going to find. You're going to find people that... You're going to find very, very few people left that care about finding truth. Our best people are gone. And those who are left of our best, like, there's most of them are still in it for truth. I feel like that's true. Or maybe at least half. I'll say that much. Half of them are in it for truth. The other half are in it just because it feels good to be something. Right? But the biggest, if you took the top 10 biggest channels of Flat Earth right now, I'm going to tell you what you're going to find. It's approaching the halfway point, but I will say 1/3 of that list is nothing but toxic flat earthers that are just trying to tear others down to get to the top. Okay? And that's a problem. The top 10 list used to be amazing flat earth channels. But now that list has dwindled down to where some of the top 10 are just infamous for being douchebags. And there's no question why people like Patricia Steer is now gone, and she doesn't want anything to do with Flat Earth. And Bob Nodell is another one. Bob, Globebusters. It's the fucking trolls, people. It's the trolls that have ruined a lot of the momentum. And you know what? I'm not even sure that it was some sort of psyop that did it. I think it's just human ego, people. I think it's just human ego. Anyway, it's a really sad thing. Patricia's gone. There's a wonderful documentary, and I'm gonna post that. It's a piece. I don't know what you want to call it. But there's a link there in the chat if anybody wants to go read it. It's very long. And apparently Bob Nodell doesn't care about his Facebook. He's letting Nathan Thompson use it. It seems as such. I don't know, Bob. I love you, but when are you guys gonna see through that Nathan guy? I'm waiting for it. If you have enjoyed the show so far, believe me, it's a lot of work putting all this stuff together. Please become a Patreon supporter. $1 a month goes a long way. Seriously, I can do this 24/7 and really do amazing things if I could spend more time doing this instead of making video commercials about floor vent covers. Which, by the way, these are fucking fantastic floor vent covers by a company called Next Climb. But much rather speak truth. Become a Patreon subscriber of the show today at patreon.com/HoarySheetShow. $1 a month, that's $12 a year. I can't even buy my favorite fast food meal with that. But if everybody pitches in, I can do a hell of a lot more than just buy that fast food meal. PayPal.me/HoarySheetShow is just a way for you to donate whatever you want at any time. No monthly anything. So please consider that. I will open up the phone lines right now. The number to call in is 504-264-3609. If you want to talk about any of the news related to Flat Earth, let's keep it Flat Earth flavored. Phone lines will be open in about 10 seconds. Give it a minute. All right, they're open now. I'm going to sip on this martini. Let me say hi to everybody in the chat room. The public chat I will just keep open for just a moment longer, and then we will be going to paid chat. (916), you're on the air with the Hoary Sheet Show. How's it going?
Pretty good. Just listening. Love the show. Great set. This is GeoBuster from the chat.
GeoBuster. I haven't seen you in the chat, have I?
No, I was talking, but no one was responding. So, yeah. So you guys have a great set. How did you learn all this? How did you put this together? I'm kind of new to Flat Earth, like I was saying.
Oh, okay. Well, how did I do all this? I come from, basically, I was with somebody that told me, hey, look, you hate your job, go do something else for a living. And what that transpired into was me performing with fire on the streets. And then I said, what can I do at home? And I looked at making video testimonials. So I started doing testimonials. And then people were like, hey, I want to send you a product and talk about my product on camera. And I was like, okay. So I started doing product testimonials. And then I started having people say, hey, why don't you make a video selling this product? So I started doing product commercials. And then product commercials led to get a green screen. And then I got a green screen. So I used the video commercial business of mine for the past 8 years to develop the studio set that I'm using now and brought it to the live environment and the truth community.
Oh, wow. Yeah. It's very professional.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's a lot of time, a lot of skill, a lot of money. Mm-hmm.
Right, I appreciate it, and people should donate for sure. But then I was disturbed. You opened the show about who's this character? I think you said his name was Philip Stallings.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Well, that came across my feed a couple of weeks ago, and I stuck it in a folder. And that's just supposedly a guy from the Biblical Flat Earth Society that got busted for pedophile stuff. And
oh, wow.
And just, there's so much of that going on right now. Have you heard about the Jeffrey Epstein thing going on?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's all over the news. Yeah, it's very disturbing. You guys almost look similar. It's kind of interesting.
Wait, what?
Oh, just Stallings, you guys kind of look the same. It was crazy.
Those guys? Oh, wow.
Yeah, no offense, of course. No offense.
Me? Did you say I look like one of them? Wait, what?
Well, I mean, he looked like a taller brother or something like that of yours. No connection, I'm sure.
Are you trolling? Because I'm like...
No. So, what is up with the conferences? I noticed it's a lot of guys. How come there's no females talking?
What a weirdo. All right, so yeah. You guys gotta try harder than that. Like you have to, you gotta go for the gusto. You can't just ease in with a troll like that and expect. Like I was hovering over the hang up button as soon as I heard that whatever kind of gay accent he's got, unfortunately, as part of his natural meat shield body prison voice box. But I gave him the benefit of the doubt because hey, I'll do that. I'll do that. But I was hovering over that button, and I planned for this. See, I'm psychic. Okay, if you haven't figured it out now, I'm psychic. So before I started the show, I wanted to go to. In fact, I'm going to do it right now. I wanted to get a soundbite that I can play for the trolls that call in. So I could just play the soundbite, and it was just going to be like a part of the show thing that I do. But I didn't do it because I was lazy and blah 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 blah. Yeah, I know he wasn't in the chat, right? I know, I'm not stupid. So, I thought about that because I just expected trolls. Every time I do a good show, people that are licking IPS's ass and want to call in my show and try to troll me. And they go back to IPS. They're like, hey, I trolled Hori on his show. Oh, can I get some more of that corn? Fuck out of here, guys. That's terrible. Cool. Hey guys, get your hammers. Make sure that your hammers are working. Your wrenches are easily transformable into ban hammers. You guys need to be quicker and make sure that you ban people like Craig before I have to do it. I'll start taking hammers away. You guys be dicks in here. I'm telling you. I might give people 2 strikes, but you don't have to. Alright? Alright, what else? Fan mail. Let's listen to some fan mail, guys. This is definitely going to be a cool portion of the show. Definitely good to segue into the fan mail. I have to figure out how to find it. So, yeah, give me a minute. This is that shit that shows up and I'm always just ignoring it until, I get up in the morning, I go take a dump and I check my email and this is the stuff that I get. I don't know exactly how to find it again after taking a shit, so let's see if I can find it now. And it's really like sometimes it's the funniest thing in the morning. All right, here we go. This might be one of them. All right, cool. So this is here we go. Let's see if I can get to this. Go to my Google Voice message mailbox. All right. All right, let's play this. You ready? Let's get. Wait, hold on. I have to have the proper music for this. Oh my God! What's the name of this music? Oh my God! Hold on. I'm gonna figure this out. Oh, no, that's not it. I gotta do this right. Hold on. Oh, God. Using an unknown number is not gonna work. I know it's still you. Here we go. I don't know what this is gonna be. Here we go. Fan mail. You guys ready for fan mail? Here we go.
Hori, how long are you going to avoid my calls? I'm not going to talk about you on my live streams. I'm not going to give you the attention you crave. Little high chair Hori being babysat by Mark's ex-girlfriend. deadbeat dad, alcoholic, pervert, piece of shit, coward, scumbag, loser, afraid to answer his phone. We're going to meme you to Timbuktu. Then we're going to mud flood it, build it back up as Tim Osmond Buck 2, and re-meme you up until your meme's beyond recognition. Have a nice day.
Can you guys guess who that was? Let's take a guess in the chat. Who was douchebag number 1 in the fan mail? Please cast your votes. Karen B. Karen B. I think you got it, Karen B. Would you like to take a shot? Who was that? If you call Nate out, you're calling me out too, brother. What? If you call Nate out, you're calling me too, brother. Want to talk about? Who are you talking about, Nate? Who the hell is Nate? Yes. Karen, I think you know who exactly that. Yes, Musician for Truth got it. I'm sorry, Musician for Truth, I didn't see it. Yes. That's true. It was IPS that called in. Let's see who is next in the voicemail. Let's see who is next for the voicemail. Alrighty, let's do it.
Hori, you have 6 hours a night to talk shit about me publicly, and you don't have 30 seconds to take my phone call. Like, this is spineless behavior. It's weak. You're looking very weak right now. You're not looking like somebody with any kind of integrity. Like, this is really sad. It's pathetic.
Let's see who's next. Try this one.
All right, well, Hori, I think it's a matter of public record now that you're a coward, and nothing you say should be taken with any serious consideration. And by the way, Bob Nodal and I spoke this morning about you, and he said he took away his $1 per month contribution to your Patreon. He's no longer contributing to your bullshit show. He told me he's not. And he really regrets having spent his time on your channel where you were pirating content, talking shit, and being a total psychopathic loser.
Oh man, I got a big fan. Let's see who's next. This is still in May. This is all the same day. May 28th, actually.
All right, Hori, so we're watching you deliberately not responding. So I don't know what your problem is. I don't know if you think you're going to build a channel off of just being a shit-slinging troll. You know, there's no creativity in that. I certainly don't appreciate it. I don't know why you're persisting. I just want you to explain why you were trying to get Brother Ernest not to go to the expo, and who are you to even get yourself involved? Are you doing this for other people? Is this a service you provide? Are you a social justice warrior? Like, I'm just curious as to where you're coming from, so I would like you to answer my call. Yeah, I could call Mark's expert.
Oh, next message. Maybe he finishes with. Nope. Same day. Next message. Hit it!
All right, Hori. Well, I think you've made yourself clear to everybody here. So, you know, what else can we do? You are what you are, and only you can change you. You know, I'm not holding it against you. I'm just hoping that you can stay clear of what we're doing, because we have nothing in common. You know, we're not really the same species at all. And I think it's pretty clear. You know, you're running, you're hiding, you're a passive-aggressive, stalker, hater, envious, invidious, gossip, queen, drama fool. And, you know, frankly, a lot of us are just sick of this. This is what has really, I think, brought the Flat Earth community down tremendously. And what's ironic and kind of funny is that you call yourself the glue that holds the Flat Earth community together. I mean, no, man, you're one of the most divisive little imps out there. And I shared some of your disgusting emails you sent to me. And, you know, being disgusting and passive-aggressive isn't going to get you anywhere. Troll versus Troll says, who said anyone is mad? I'm having a good time. Oh, yeah, no, we're not mad. We're just asking for accountability here. And this little pervert imp plays with his poo and talks to me about it in his private chats and offers to send pictures of his junk. Apparently, he doesn't have the guts to talk to me directly. It's like he's scared. It's like he's scared. So I guess we should just go ahead and move on.
Hi, Morgan. Look at his little cult members in here right now. Karen B with the snipe on it. Yeah, Morgan, I took your wrench away manually, biatch. Manually. I went to your channel and just removed that shit so I could watch you come in my room, do what you just did. And I thought I would have the honor, but I'm glad one of my mods, especially Karen B, did it for me. Yeah. Get wrecked. How does IPS's ass taste, by the way? Because I know if your nose is there and your demon tongue is just long enough that you've probably caught a taste of it by now. I guess we'll never know, because you can't chat in my chat room anymore.
Nasty bitch.
Let's move on. We have one more message in the voicemail box. Let's see who this could be from. This was a long while later. I suspect it's someone else that has their nose right up IPS's ass. But I digress.
Come on, man. Pick up the phone and quit bullshitting. Why you hiding behind the goddamn thing? It's supposed to be open lines. How can I dialogue with you if you don't answer the goddamn phone? That shit seems redundant. Come on, man. I'm going to call back. Let me know when I can call back, man.
Who was that? Let me know when I can call back, man. You know what? That guy right there is retarded. I'll tell you that. I was literally just trying to be friendly with the dude, and I accidentally ousted him for buying Twitter followers one day. Right? You guys want to see this shit? That was you been exposed. That was Big Dread, right? Oh, look, there's me. I didn't even know that I posted to Twitter. I don't even know how my shit goes to Twitter when I'm live. I don't. Oh, okay, Restream.io has me on Periscope. Okay. It's fantastic. Thanks for the shares, whoever shared it, by the way. So, let me check my private messages and shit, right? There's Kyle McDonald, one red paperclip. That's the guy that used a paperclip to trade up for like a house and shit. Remember that guy? He went viral. We exchanged some messages. He was in the Flat Earth community for a while, and then I'm pretty sure he thought I was some kind of shill. And ever since he started saying chemtrails weren't real, he just disappeared. So, I don't know. I don't know what happened to him. But look at this. Question everything. Big Dread. All right. This is the last message I sent to him on November of 2017. I said, yo, let me know when your PC stops spamming me on Twitter and I'll refollow you. You got a virus or something, brother? Look at all the messages that I was getting from him. It started, I don't know, 17th of November, and it lasted for a couple of days. Don't call in right now, or you're gonna have your number posted on a live stream. Look. November 17th, November 21st. So a couple of days I was getting messages. Instagram.com, Harry Sheet Plus, Instagram.com, something. I'm like, nom nom nom. I was just like, what the hell, bro? What are you doing? Instagram, blah, blah, blah. Instagram. When I clicked on these links, they were taking me to pages where you can buy Instagram and Twitter followers. And look, here's another one. And look, then I get a message on the 19th, a day later. Hello, Harry Sheet, free ways to increase your Twitter followers. Please visit this site. Right? So, you know, what's going on there? He's buying Twitter followers. He's signing up to sites that are asking him for his Twitter login, and what it's doing is it's using his Twitter friends list to mass message his Twitter friends followers an advertisement that leads to what? The website he is trying to increase his followers with. This is marketing 101, people. This is how you do it if you want to fake a following. You go to these stupid little sites and hope it's not a virus, and it starts basically spamming your friends list. Okay? So I went on his stream not to talk about this. It really wasn't. I was just making conversation, and somehow this was brought up, and you can go watch it. And he went apeshit. So he's mad. Now he's mad. He's so mad that on his own show, I accidentally proved to everybody who's not an idiot that he's buying Twitter followers. So he's been blowing up my email, my fan mailbox. So I had to play that. You guys, look, they're leaving voicemails right now. Like, you know, I'm still here to spread truth. I am.
Call from
Devin.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2. To accept, press 1.
Hello.
Hey, it's Tyler. I think we got cut off.
Who is Tyler?
I called in earlier. I'm the new guy to Slathers, kind of. I think the phone cut out.
Do you have a big wang, Tyler?
I can't hear you. Hey, so how come you...
I'm gonna just troll you back. So, anyway, guys. That's what's going on. That's the truth community for you, basically, in a nutshell. And that's why people don't really want to be in it anymore. Like, I don't, you know... You're not gonna slow me down. Like, I'm still gonna do my show, and I'm gonna make an ass out of you, but I'm gonna make it so that nobody else can chat but the people who are actually paid chat supporters. So, you know, there's no more showing the chat. There's no more phone lines. You know, I've closed them, so you can't call in anymore. If anybody wants to talk, the chat room is now open on the Discord. So if you have access to the Discord, come on into the live on-air channel. Anything you say will be broadcasted live here on YouTube. And you know, I don't really have a lot of people that hang out in here, but now is your time to shine and give me feedback on what happened tonight. It's also a time where I totally regret not having my battery replaced for my vape, because I totally just want to go smoke right now. But the show is about to end, so if you want to have any last words, come on into the to the Discord. And I'm only going to keep it open for another minute. And if there's anything else I want to say about everything, it's that I want you to go watch the show where I introduced the Grassroots Think Tank, so you can have an idea on exactly what I'm trying to do here. I'm going to be opening topics up on the show left and right, new topics that I've not mentioned before, stuff that's in the truther community. Things like how robots are stealing our jobs, CBD oil and the benefits of it, directed energy weapons, subliminal messaging, food, water, and poison, free energy systems. I'm going to be talking about all kinds of stuff. There's going to be comic relief thrown in, stuff about governments, gangs, new age health, police, corrupt cops, organ harvesting. And a big topic right now, priest and child abuse, child sex trafficking, human trafficking. These are things I have, and well, some of these I've already talked about, but these are things that I'm going to be talking more in depth about, and we're going to be putting our heads together as a form of a grassroots think tank. That's what's on the desk here. So that's it. I'll look at the chat and say hi and bye to everybody, and that's about it. Is this for truth? You guys got to open up a Discord link. Josh from Oregon. You guys have access to this if you just open up Discord or just email me. If you're a friend of mine and you want to be in on this part of the show, you'll know if you can consider yourself a friend of mine. And if you're not sure if you're a friend of mine, it's a fucking $1 a month. So come on, support the show, get in the live chat. I'm done. I'm gonna go smoke a bowl. Be on the lookout for some changes on the show. Again, like I said, go look at the video that'll explain those changes. There's going to be 2-part shows. I'll be talking about all those topics, and I'll be having a part A and part B, like an info dump and then a call-in portion of the show, so we can all get some stuff talked about. That's where I'm leaning here with everything on the show. Less flat Earth, more of everything else. Because look at where it's getting people. It's nothing but trolls now. It's nothing but idiots, except for people that, I mean, not you guys. You guys aren't idiots, but the people that are like really calling in and it's just terrible. It's fucking awful. What the fuck was that?
Hello?
That's fantastic. Yes. Yes, hello. What the fuck? That's wonderful. You're not gonna say anything? You're just gonna say hello?
I'm in Hori's Discord, but
oh my God.
I can't hear Hori talking real time. I can only hear the stream.
Oh God. Karen, I didn't know where this was coming from. I was like, holy shit, did a hacker just get into my computer right now? Hold on, I gotta figure out how to talk in my own Discord at live time for you. Oh my God, that scared the shit out of me. That really did. That was great.
There's a big latency because...
I know there's a big latency. Hold on. I gotta figure out my hotkey. I'll figure out my hotkey in just a second. But like, where do you go to set your button in here? I've got user settings, voice and video. All right, here we go. Push to talk. All right, I got it. Edit keyboard. Well, I got it on control. All right. Okay, that should do it. Can you hear me, Karen? Oh yeah, you should be able to hear me. Wait, no, I know why. No, she can still hear me. You should be able to hear me now. Is it working? God, that was so freaky. I'm like, who the fuck is hacking my computer right now? I'm like, where is this coming from? Now I can't hear you. I don't hear you in the Discord. Oh, man.
Hello? Hori?
Hey, there you are. Yeah? You can hear me, right? Uh-oh. I wonder if my stuff is fighting for access to something.
Corey.
Yes, I can hear you, Karen. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you talking anymore, Corey. I can't hear you. No, I can't hear you. I don't know.
Let me see if I can do this. I might be able to do this. Oh, this will be all right. I'm gonna reopen my my Discord because I know what's happening. It's trying to fight OBS is trying to fight Discord for a chance at my microphone right now. That's what's happening. And I'm gonna try to use my I'm gonna call it the other webcam for its microphone. All right, let's see if this works. It's not gonna let me do it. Oh, maybe it fixed itself. Let's find out. Can you hear me now? Damn.
I see your green light on, but I can't hear you.
All right. I'm gonna try that. Hold on. Three, one, 2, bam. All right. Okay, now? Anything? Damn. Oh well. I don't know. I gotta fix this one night. Mic test. Ow, it's giving me a mic test. It's gotta be Karen. Huh. It's gotta be you, Karen. My mic test worked here. I'm not sure why it's, check your audio. All right, let's see if we can get Karen a different way. It's Karen B. This is an FE Core member, and she also catches a lot of flack from the same people that I just played messages from, or at least they're all in the same little cult. The cult is attacking us, and I think it's just ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. Let's see. P.O. Box at the Hori Sheet Show. Much love all. Like some wrench turner at NASA knows anything. Anthony, are you trying to call or something? Nathan O. Who's Nathan O? Musicians for Truth. Alright, so I obviously know I need to get the Discord working. I need to figure out why my Microsoft LifeCam doesn't want to activate. That's really the problem I'm having with it. It's just not accepting the camera. It's terrible. We're gonna see if Karen gets me on Skype. I just sent her a message. Nathan O is my bro. Know him since the start. He pisses me off though. Alright, here we go. Alright. Hey. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. You still can't hear me? No? Oh, wow. I can't hear you at all.
Hello?
I can hear you. You can't hear me?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, there.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yes.
Oh, what happened? It was your shit, wasn't it? I'm glad we got it fixed. Is it still working, or did you just go away on me now? Oh shit, now I can't hear you.
Hello?
Oh god, there you are. What's happening?
You know, I'm having such a hard time right now.
What's going
I don't know
on?
why.
There you are.
You know
okay.
what? I got this new mic stand with a new with the little spit guard on it, and the thing keeps bumping the mute button on my mic.
Oh. Huh. Well, that's unnecessary.
I know. I just need to figure out how to use my stuff properly, I guess.
Well, that's nice. It sounds great. So, what made you want to call in tonight? Or was it just pity?
Well, it wasn't pity, and I don't know. I just hadn't talked to you for a while, so I thought I would jump on and say hi.
Awesome. Yeah, it's been a while since you've been on the show, and it's been a while since I've really done much with the community to even bring such an opportunity. It's been a factor of me working a lot. I'm trying to plan for a move here. I'm going to be moving soon, and I'm going to be putting out a video really soon to kind of detail what is going on with that. But been working my ass off really, and I figured I got enough of a folder filled up with information and random stuff, and before news gets too old, I would do a stream. So that's kind of what I'm doing tonight.
Yeah, awesome. I like this. I like your show. I like your Flat Earth Digest shows, and I like how you talk about a bunch of different stuff, and I appreciate your comedic talent as well.
Oh, I appreciate that. I try, man, because I have to entertain myself in just about everything that I do, and I can't stay serious for too long. It's just not fun. And so the mix is something that's not even something I'm trying to do or necessarily want to do. It's just something I have to do. And I guess it works because most people are laughing, so that's great. But I do try to talk about serious things that I do want more answers with. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I'll point this out. But there's a lot of Easter eggs when it comes to my show. I'm on the zoomed in portion of the camera set, and this is the best way for you all to figure out exactly where the TV is in the background that's playing non-stop mud wrestling chicks that eventually make out from time to time.
I think I see it.
It's right under the David's pentagram while I was roasting that idiot from Awake Souls channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that you dancing with the dancing girls too?
And that is me drinking vodka and dancing. Oh, yeah, now it just changed to me roasting him again. Yes, but this TV right here is nonstop mud wrestling chicks making out. It's fantastic. If they're in Jello. They're in Jello. Yeah, they're in nothing but Jello. It's great. I got pictures taken of photographers taking pictures of them. It's wonderful. I just eventually. every little screen is going to have just something unique, and it's just part of like the show evolving. I mean, it went from something so simple yet so iconic as the space car. And believe me, man, the space car was one of the simplest things to do. It was just stupidly easy. I did it in 45 minutes, and then I didn't realize the magnitude of it and when the possibilities of it, and then I just enhanced it. But it's like I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot about my presentational abilities and my just the ability to read the chat and be more interactive. And I have a long ways to go. There's a lot of people I watch that are just better at a lot of this than me. But I'm just doing my own thing. As long as everybody does their own thing, I think that's what counts, right? But the problem here is too many people, like I said earlier, our top 10 besties, I can't say they're all besties anymore. I'd like to say the top 10 most popular people in the truth community, like a third of them are just not even worth being on the list anymore. It's just kind of like, ugh, to me right now. I don't even want to be associated with a lot of these people. Look at where Bob go. Bob is like my bread and frickin' butter of Flat
Bob's
Earth.
just on a break. You know what's going on with Bob and Cammy, right? They're getting their house ready to sell it in their movie.
Is that what's going on? Because
Yes.
there's a lot of stuff going on in the rumor mill here, and I'm trying to find out the facts. So I guess I hope that's true. I just thought he was really disgusted with things.
Well, I mean, he did kind of get disgusted with things, but he's not quitting.
Oh.
They're just on a break. He's just on extended break. They're packing up their house. They're going through a big thing right now. So
No,
that's all.
totally understandable. Absolutely.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, if I can go on a break just drinking too much vodka for 4 days in a row, Bob can certainly move his house and stop the live stream on Sundays.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how fast they're trying to go. They've been living in that house for a long time. They got a lot of stuff to go through.
Oof, that's got to be a nightmare. I mean, you know what? All my stuff, Karen, I can pack in the back of a small or mid-size SUV, and I like it that way. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Hori.
Yes.
Josh from Oregon is asking for an invite to your Discord.
Josh from Oregon, he deserves an invite. I guess I could totally do that. Josh, go ahead and email me at horysheetproductions@gmail.com, and you'll get your invite link that way. Just send me a love note, and I'll get you one. Thanks for that, Karen. So, what have you been up to? Is there any news you got going on? What did I miss? I'm sure I missed something with Flat Earth. I had to have missed something because I'm not so much in the loop. I've been working too hard to try. I got to get out of Caroline's here before September, and I considered throwing all this shit in a garbage can or not too long ago, because things are just really changing upstairs in my brain and in my heart and my soul that I'm so out of the Flat Earth loop. What did I miss?
Well, actually, there hasn't been a whole heck of a lot going on as far as I can tell. I mean, but this is what happens every summer. It becomes summertime and people go out and they spend time outside, as they should be, and things slow down as far as content creators and stuff goes. It was like this last summer too, I remember.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember last summer. I was too caught up in the learning phase, I think, still a year ago. It was still very much still interesting to me. Now I don't have anything to learn. Actually, you're probably going to wish you could reach through the monitor right now and choke a part of me, but the concave Earth, Karen.
Oh, Lord. What about it?
What is your biggest problem with concave Earth?
Bendy water and upside down people. Same thing as the globe, but reverse.
But reversed, right?
Right.
Yeah, right. What do you think is the reason why when we're in a high altitude, we're not seeing I guess some of the flat earthers that are against the concave Earth, they're saying we should see a smiley faced horizon. Is that I'm perspectually challenged or whatever, perceptionally challenged. I'm not sure what we would see from such an altitude. Do you think you could speculate on what the horizon would look like if it was concave? From what I understand, the ground seems to disappear out from under you, and you're left with nothing but what you see in front. I mean, is that even gonna work in perspective land?
I'm trying to picture what you're talking about here.
It's okay if you can't, because that's god awful, terrible of a job of me. But
As far as a high altitude balloon going up 120,000 feet and seeing a flat horizon, yeah, if the Earth was concave, I would think that you would see a smiley face horizon, possibly. I mean, I don't know. I would imagine you would, but I don't know.
Somebody has to get a CAD drawing of this inside a Dyson sphere.
Yeah. Okay. Well, see, here's the thing. You know, I'm really good friends with Dr. Zach.
I don't know much about Dr. Zach, do I?
Do you know? Okay. Well, Dr. Zach uses auto.
Is he the white guy or is he a black guy?
He's not white or black. He's Spanish. He's from Spain.
Well, geez, that makes it harder, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, never mind then. I think I might know who you're talking about.
Anyways, Dr. Zach does a lot of the work with AutoCAD. He's in FE Core. He did that really good video, Globe Earth Math Debunked, where he basically debunked Eratosthenes.
All right. He's on the TV show. He was on that TV show with that guy, wasn't he?
No.
It's the same guy? Was that Dave Murphy? I'm getting them mixed up.
That's Dave Murphy. He's the black guy.
He's the black guy. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I know who you're talking about then. He's all right. All right. Yeah.
But anyways, Zach uses AutoCAD to model out, possible explanations of where we're living and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, and AutoCAD is a very accurate program. Anyway, and he taught me how to use AutoCAD. Anyways, way back when I first got into Flat Earth, I became in contact with Dr. Zach, and this is probably about 4.5 years ago now. And one thing that I did was, since I was able to talk to him and he's so knowledgeable, I picked his brain about a lot of stuff. And I learned a lot from him. And one of the things that we talked about were these different models that people were bringing up, because at the time that was a thing. There was like the diamond shaped map and the flat map where it's like the portals, everything,
Mm-hmm.
And so as these things would come out, we would discuss them and discuss why they were wrong or why they couldn't possibly be true. And concave Earth was one of those things. I mean, it just doesn't. I mean, the model that is put out theoretically works, but it's just a model. That's just a reification, just like any other model that you would see. I mean, does it match reality? No. I mean, I don't see anything that matches the reality of a concave Earth observations, but that's me. If I saw something that looked like it would go along with concave Earth, well, then I guess I would have to change my thinking, but I just don't see it.
All right. So here's, on that note, here's the thing of why I'm looking into this stuff. There's two big reasons why I'm looking into concave Earth. One of them is the beautiful Holly Hughes. And the second thing is there's a video of the some guy with a P900, probably like 6 inches from the water level, and he's pointing it at a sailboat. And we see the water line and at the bottom of the view of the camera, and then the sailboat, and then just past the damn sailboat we see more water and more land. And I mean, it's obviously, like, from what I know about perspective, we shouldn't see past that sailboat. Like, it just shouldn't be a thing, but it is. And I can't wrap my head around it. And it seems to me that even if it is concave, that we shouldn't be able to see concavity in such a short distance anyway. So it's kind of a weird question that needs to be answered. And nobody's really talking about it anymore. Or how the flat Earth and concave Earth are so not even looking at each other like it's not even brought up. I'm trying to kind of bridge the gap here, and I certainly can, having maybe access to your wonderful brain and maybe Bob's input and maybe even Jaron and Anthony Riley, I'm sure would love to kind of weigh in. But hopefully I want to have a debate, and I'm looking for two good flat earthers and two good concavers to answer some of these questions. But what would you say about, that sailboat thing in terms of perspective, Karen? How do we see 6 inches above the water, past the sailboat, some more water, and land after that? How does that even work?
Refraction?
You think it could account?
Well, I don't know.
Refraction?
I have to see what you're.
Yeah.
I would have to see the picture that you're looking at
You got
because
to, yeah.
when you start getting into longer distances, especially over water, weird things start happening with the light and the way things behave and miraging and stuff like that. So, I mean, I would have to see what you're looking at specifically.
I could accept that answer totally, and maybe I'll play that on. What I'm gonna do is have, like I mentioned earlier, I'm splitting the show up to several different topics, and we'll have a part A and part B on whatever topic I'm talking about. It could be anything from vaccines to flat Earth to concave, and so I'll have okay, we're gonna look at a concave Earth for about 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna cut this show off and do a part B. And we're going to talk about it and open the phone lines. And that's when would be one of the episodes where I show that video. I would love to talk about it in more detail. But yeah, I know it's hard to even kind of give me any feedback on it without seeing it. But I hope I'll send it to you over Skype. So maybe you can give me feedback and I'll talk about it on that episode. I'll, see what you think about it. But yeah, I'm looking into it.
Definitely. I'll take a look at it.
Yeah, I'm looking into it. It seems like there's a couple of course, big differences in the concave and flat Earth thing, but I'm starting to wonder if they're not really all that big. Maybe if it's just if there's something we don't understand about what we're seeing, and just like lots of parts of science, we've claimed that we've nailed it, and then later on we're like, oh, wait. Maybe we didn't, and we literally changed science and our understanding of stuff at the fundamental level. Like, for instance, one of these things I'm wondering about is H2O. How do you combine what is it? How do you combine oxygen and hydrogen to make water, or the other way around, or whatever? Like, how does this work?
How do you combine it to make water? Well, that I don't know, but I know that they separate the two through a process to make hydrogen.
Yeah, so Flat Earth Brothers was talking about this. Do you remember when they were trying to figure out if the process with H2O was really how it is? Like, is there really hydrogen atoms attached to oxygen? And like, it was just one of those things that makes me wonder, do we really understand science? Do we really understand the things that is supposed to be at the very core of science? And I think the answer is no in some ways.
That is highly probable. I mean, that's entirely possible. They lied about so many other things. Who knows? Who knows what sort of fundamental things that they lied about on a very basic level to just sort of prop that lie up all the way up to the top. Who knows? I mean, it could be. I don't know.
I think they're hiding a lot of stuff from us. I think it has a lot to do with vibrations and energy and frequencies. Those things are definitely hidden from us, and they're being utilized. Yeah, they're being utilized in lots of ways. I remember Mark Phillips with Kathy O'Brien, the MK Ultra people.
Yes.
They were talking about you can take a couple of components that you can find at your local Radio Shack and build a mind control device that would serve as a pretty functional device for, let's say, a home alarm system. Let's imagine you could have a home alarm system and the burglar would break in and it wouldn't make a noise. It would just put out a frequency. And the frequency would just disrupt your a certain part of your brain, because your brain works on frequencies and hertz and all this. And so it would just work with a certain frequency at a certain hertz that controlled your logical brain processes. So you'd break into a house and you'd go to steal something like the TV, and the alarm would go off, and all of a sudden you can't remember what the hell you're doing. You don't know why you're in the house. You didn't know you're coming to steal anything. You're just aimlessly wandering around in a stupor until they show up with cops. And, imagine that is a very likely technology. You could wear it in your pocket and ask somebody, what's 1 + 1? And they say, well, obviously it's 2. And then you turn it on and say, what's 2 + 2? And they say, they can't think about it. They can't do logical brain function. They can't do math. Imagine if that's something you could carry in your pocket. Well, how are they utilizing it when we go through Walmart or when we are at, I don't know, hell, anything, man. It's kind of scary what they could be doing.
Yeah, or watching TV.
That's a prime example. Prime example. Smart meters. Smart meters now. Or look at 5G. Look at 5G.
Oh! I just had a thing going on with the smart meters in my power company because I had a while ago. I had somebody from the power company walk up to my door and say, "Hey, I came here to install this smart meter," and I said, well, "What if I don't want that on my house?" And he says, "Well, you don't have to. He's like, it's not required." And I said, "Okay, well, I don't want it." And he says, "Okay, bye." And then he left. And I was like, sweet, that was easy. Right? Well, then a few months later, like 6 months later, I get a letter in the mail from the power company saying that now the smart meter is going to be installed and blah, blah, blah. And if you don't want the smart meter installed in your house, you have to opt out. And not only do you have to opt out, but you have to pay money to opt out.
Yeah.
And then they charge you like an extra $10 a month to have the meter reader come out and read the meter because you didn't get the smart meter that's like transmitting a signal. And then they try to tell you that it only transits a signal for a few seconds once a month when it tells the power company how much power you used.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's honestly pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, so I did opt out. I don't have that thing on my house, and I won't have that thing on my house. But yeah, they extort money from you. They force you, force you to have it.
Yeah, it's upsetting. I mean, this world is it's not what we think. It's not what we thought it was when we were growing up, and for the past couple of years, I'm uncovering more and more secrets and learning that the people that rule this world are lining their pockets with money. They're keeping the little man down, stupid, and controlled in every which way and fashion, and poisoned to death. Poisoned to where we can't even hardly think anymore. Was so cloudy. It's just, it's really ridiculous. What do you think about the Jeffrey Epstein case going on? Do you think he's really giving names out?
I don't know. I mean, it's like you hear about something like that and you're like, oh, wow, something's actually being done. Because in the past, people like that, they don't even get arrested. It's like people, people know people are doing these things and they just don't even get arrested. Well, this guy gets arrested. Well, that seems like a big improvement, but man, knowing what you know and knowing about how deceitful these people are, it's like, is it just another dog and pony show? Is it more bread and circus? Is it just a distraction? I don't know.
Yeah. I'm looking into it. I'm collecting a folder and I'm looking into all these articles that are coming out. I'm trying to source it and make sure it's either coming from a mainstream source or it's got some video or audio. I'm really, trying to work a case for this, because if people can see this, they'll know that some of the big politicians are in cahoots with some of these people. Yeah. It's serious.
It's definitely good for people who are probably more on the blue pill side of the spectrum to see stuff like this happening, because things like that can trigger them into looking into other stuff. So it's probably good that way. But I mean, I don't know. I would like to think that there's actually something really good happening there. I would like to hope so, but I just can't say for sure.
That's where I am with it. Thanks for your feedback on that. Well, is there anything you want to say before I think I'm gonna end the show and call it a good night?
not really. I don't know. Not that I can think of.
It's about that 2 hour mark, and I like to keep
Yeah.
it around that level. So, but you know,
Go out and get some sunshine. Want some people? That's what people need to do. Get some sunshine. Enjoy the good weather. That's what you should do.
It's only 113 out my way.
Yeah. I've been to Arizona in the summertime. I know what it's like there.
Oh my god!
I know what it's like there.
You can have it, man. That's why I'm doing streams where like I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, it's 11:30 right now, and I'm sitting here going, ooh, I can go fishing right now. Like I could, that's what my brain is saying. I could go take a 30-minute, 40-minute bike ride and go fishing right now. It's midnight because it's so hot. I'm not doing anything in the daytime. I'm planning my day on what can I do before sun happens. But it's been fun. Did you see the video yesterday's live stream I did? Caroline and I were fishing. She caught a huge grass carp. It was, dude, the thing was like 5.5 pounds at least.
No, I missed it.
Oh man,
Unfortunately.
I'm gonna put some highlights up from my first fishing trip and the second fishing trip that I streamed. I'm just gonna don't even bother looking at it yet. Wait till I put up the highlight reel, and it's really cool. So expect more fishing shows from the Hori Sheet Show. They've been really fun. You know, stuff to do late at night. If I'm sitting there just casting out a hot dog over the little bridge, and I'm just, you know, it could be a good think tank kind of thing without the fancy car and news studio, you know. Just something late at night, you know, catching a fish and talking about truth and stuff. So check it out. That's kind of a new thing I've been doing when I'm not serious about it, and I'd like to see you there sometime.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in, Karen B. Much love, and good luck with Flat Earth with FE Core, and you're welcome on the show anytime. And thanks for coming in the Discord and showing me that it can work, or at least it almost works. I'm hoping it was your problem with the Discord.
It could have been. If you want me to help you like troubleshoot it or try it again another time, I'd be happy to.
Yeah, I'll eventually get it. It looked like everything was working on my end. You know, when the little volume bar goes up and down, usually it's good to go. But,
yeah, I don't know. It could have been me. You can blame me. I'll take the blame.
Yes, I will blame you. Works
right.
for me. All right, Karen, see you later. Have a good night.
All right. Good night.
Bye. All right, everybody. I'm going to end the show on that note. A wonderful show. Say hi to everyone one more time in the chat room. And remind you that if you want to participate in the chat, make sure that you are a member of the Discord, patreon.com/HoriSheetShow or paypal.me/HoriSheetShow if you just want to make a small one-time donation. If you are a friend of mine and you want access, email me at horisheetproductions@gmail.com. And that's all I got for you. If you don't have Discord, you can always open up a tab in your browser and chat from there if you really, really want to. It doesn't mean that you have to download anything. So, all right, guys, I'm out. I got a bowl with my name on it. And this is all I have for you guys tonight. Expect some Concave Earth shows coming up. Expect a fundraiser video coming up really soon. If you guys want to support something I've got going on, we're either going to have this stuff that we've had tonight, or it's going to completely disappear. More on that GoFundMe coming up within the week. I'm here to wake people up, or not. Who's with me? Good night, everybody. Peace out. You're welcome, Davin Good. Later.